Alright, so remember that Grand Rapids video I was telling you about? Bullies with badges, bullies in uniform, cowards in uniform, cowards with a badge. That whole thing, and how these are the people that you have to be concerned about because these are the people that will kill you when shit hits the fan. That don't give a shit about the everyday person that only joins the side of the military or the police or whatever because being on the side of oppression is better than being oppressed and victimized and so on and so forth. You remember that little, tidbit rant that I was going on as I was narrating over the Grand Rapids protests and all that? And how they're basically spineless cowards with no balls, no intestinal fortitude. They choose just following orders over their own morality and humanity. Yeah, okay. If you want the full thing on that, then there's that Grand Rapids video. So the photo that you've seen, and I will re-show again, which was fact-checked and everything, indeed shows in Asheville, the police, the militarized, wannabe military, police surrounded a medic station created by protesters as they literally stab water, as you can see by the fella that's bent over in the photo. He's actually got a knife and he's stabbing. Stabbing the water bottles with knives, tipping over tables of medical supplies and food. June 2nd of 2020. The medic team, made of EMTs, doctors, said the medical station was approved by the city. But yet these fucking small penis big gun losers are nonetheless doing that. Furthermore, these spineless, feckless pussies sprayed the medical supplies with gas so that anyone who used them would get chemical burns. See, this is the shit that I'm talking about, man. And sure, I will, for objectivity's sake here, this does not account for every single police officer, or militarized police, or military member. This only counts towards people that are like that shown in the photo. But nonetheless, these are the people that will kill you when shit hits the fan. They choose just following orders over morality, over humanity, over ethics, etc., etc. These little bitch boys that were beat up in high school are now taking out their anger and resentment and insecurities out on fucking medical people and so on and so forth. There's a difference between showing intimidation and, wanting the riots to stop and so on and so forth, and doing shit like that. There's a huge difference. And what I mean by when shit hits the fan is, say, like, we're in an apocalypse. Like, for example, that Resident Evil apocalypse where they had them all trapped in the city, and then the guy was just like, hey, we'll shoot you if you don't run back to the city type situation. All it would take was the military forces be like, you know what? I'm not going to fire on my own humans. Yeah. Given these are two drastically different situations, but the principle remains the same. Those who are willing to say this isn't right and then not do it, and furthermore prevent other assholes like that shown in the photo from doing that, those are your true American heroes. Those are true just humans. You don't need to be from America. just as a citizen of Earth, you should not be doing what these assholes are doing in this photo. This is the lack of humanity that happens when you're just following orders mentality. This is what small penis losers do when they have power and authority over other individuals. This is what happens when kids that got beat up in high school and couldn't defend themselves because they're cowards and have no spine or balls do when they get power and authority and tactical gear and so on and so forth. Again, if any other human did this and they didn't have the authority aspect, oh yeah, they'd be getting their ass kicked. But a lot of times civilians and other people have this like respect or fear or whatever you want to call it for people of authority that dress like that and so on and so forth too. So they generally don't do anything, and when they're being attacked they don't generally fight back, which only worsens the issue because then these small penis losers and their cowardliness is only enforced. They're like, oh, we can get away with this, so now we're going to push the limit even more. And it just gets worse from there. And their egos are stroked because then they think they're Billy Badass of the entire world. And it's like, yeah, okay. So badass and tough, destroying a fucking medical station and medical supplies and stabbing water. What a bunch of pussies. Oh my god. These guys are just as bad, if not worse, than Traverse City, Michigan people are. And that says a fuck lot from me. Oh my god. Like, I would rather hang out with a Traverse City douchebag or some Traverse City slut than be around some piece of shit, low-life, insignificant loser like an Asheville militarized police people like that. Are you fucking serious, man? Anyways, to get the full idea of what I'm getting at here, in my Grand Rapids video, in the description of the video, I have written out a long few paragraphs of exactly what these people are and so on and so forth. But I want to reinstate it one more time. These are the people that will kill you when shit hits the fan. They choose just following orders mentality over their own humanity, over morals, over ethics, over everything. Those are the people you need to worry about. However, those who do stand up against the authority that is being, forced upon them, those who stand up and say, this isn't right, don't do this, and who proactively do not do this, and even, to take it a step further, prevent other assholes and micro-penis losers from doing this type of activity. Those are the people that you want to reinforce and encourage and proactively emulate and try to make that the mainstream thing. Get all these losers with their small penises and fragile egos and so on and so forth out of there with their abusive behavior. Power tripping, big egoed pansies need to get out and have in the good guys that will do the right thing when it matters. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.